Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll solve a lead code problem which is pancake sorting. So I'll tell you how to approach the problem statement, how to look at the key focus area of the problem, and how do you design the problem, and then at the end of the code I'll show you how to implement the code and get the expected results. So let's get started with the problem statement. So this is the problem statement that has been given to us. We are supposed to understand. So the key focus areas here is whenever you are given a problem statement, first and foremost, you have to look out what is the input that you will be getting and what is the output that you are expected of getting and what are you returning, what are you expect to return from that function. Here the input you are given is an array. You are supposed to sort this array. Now you have to at least you know for now that you have to go from an given array to a sorted array. So you have to define that path as to how will you approach and how will you code it up in order to reach the sorted array. So you have to do a flip. By flip I mean the input array which you have been given, you have to perform an in place flip in order to reach to that sorted array. So what are the key focus area? One is the input is an array. Second is the output you which you are supposed to get is a sorted version of the input array. And third is uh, the path that you will approach is the flip path wherein you have to do an in place flip with the input array and then achieve the sorted version of that array. And the fourth but the most important part is you are not supposed to return this. This will become a mediocre solution then. You are supposed to return the number of flips which you perform on the input array in order to get the sorted version. You are supposed to return the number of flips and not this. So these key focuses are very important because when you are trying to solve a problem, there are chances that you misread something and you implement something which is not required of you. So we have understood the problem. Now the last part is sometimes this becomes quite ambiguous to understand. So examples are the better version to understand the problems. So the example here are given here is you are given an input array and the number of flips performed is this. Now, for me, I am not able to understand as to what flips they have taken or whether or not they have taken this random or I don't know. So the flips that I'll make you understand the solution here. What they have done is this is the input array. They have performed four flips, wherein by four I mean the entire length of array has been flipped because the length of array is four, right? All the four elements have been included in the flip. So the resultant version is 1, 4, 2, 3. This is the resultant version when you flip it for four times. That means four elements are included to be simple. Now k is equals to 2. Again, they have only considered the first two elements. So they have only flipped this two. So 1 4 is been flipped to 4 1 and the resultant one is just appended by not doing anything. Again they have flipped the k is equals to 4. Again they have included the entire array. So now the entire answer is 3214. And similarly for k is equals to 3 they have only flipped this array. For me this is very ambiguous. I don't know what on basis on what they have chosen this. So it gets difficult to implement the solution. We'll again see. Now as I told you the array could be sorted also. So in that case it's fine if you send the empty array because you have not performed any flips. But again the solution can be this also. You're flipping it three times and again you're flipping it three times, so basically the flips are nullified and you're getting these exact same array. So it's fine if you return an empty array saying that I've not performed any flips. So this is the problem statement. Now we'll see as to how will you implement the solution. Let's just take this array as an example to start with. So this is my input array. Consider this as my input array, which is 2314. So for me, I know that I won't be having any duplicates in this array because they've already mentioned that I won't all the integers in A are duplicates. And for the fact that I also know that the na container like 23154, I know that this will be ranging only from 0 to the length of array. Right now the length of array is 5, so I know that the elements in here will be ranging from 1 2 3 4 5 to the length of array, which is 1 2 3 4 5, considering the length of array is 5. I know, like, from a layman's perspective, I know that my last element, if I start sorting it from the last element, because I'm sure of what I want in the last position, right now my length of array is 5, so I am know that I want 5 at the last position in the sorted version. So for example, in here we have 4, but I know that for a sorted version I don't want 4 over here, I want my 5 over here because my length of array is 5. So for me to get started, i cannot I cannot directly flip out this 2, because then in further procedures you will find an ambiguous solution and you won't be able to solve the problem. Basically you'll get stuck in a loop. So I cannot just rotate this 2 and get an appropriate solution, and that won't be even efficient. So I cannot flip this out. For me to get 5 over here, what is the possible solution I have? So one thing is I can flip the entire array and then I can have 5 over here. But how do I have that? How do I do that? For me to do that, I need to take my 5 from here to here, right? For the fact, as I told you, I need to get my 5 on 0th position and then flip the entire array. So the approach is this: find the maximum integer in that array, get it to the 0th location, and then flip the entire array. This is the approach that I'll be following in the entire problem statement. So this is the array. I know for a fact that I need to get my 5 over here. I cannot directly go, so I'll take my 5 over here. So what is the possible flip that I'm doing? I'm only performing flip for these elements and I'm not at all touching 4. I'm only performing flip to 2315 because I need to get my 5 in 0th location. Is that is understood? So okay, I flipped the array and I got it in the 0th location. Now what I said is I need to flip the entire array, and that's how I get my 5 in the last position. This is the approach that I'll follow. Now once I know that my 5 is in my last position, basically my length of array is 5 and the integer 5 is also in the last position. Now I know that my 5 is sorted and I don't have to worry about that integer, so I'll just pop it out from my A, which is the original array. Now I'll just pop it out this 5 because I need to reduce my integer sides, and it is only it is only sane to do that because I know my 5 is sorted. I don't have to worry about this. So let's just keep 5 alone. So now I'll pop my 5 out of A, and that's how I get my first portion sorted. So this is done. Now to move on, I know that 5 is sorted, so I'm popping out my 5. The remaining thing, I continue with the same procedure. I repeat the same procedures which I did over here. But here the twist is, can you see this? 4, 2, 3, 1. My position, my length of array is 4 right now. The fourth position, which is the third index, is consist of 1. I don't want 1 over here. What is the element that I want over here is 4. How do I get 4? I need 4 in my 0th location. I already have it. I don't have to perform the second procedure which I did over here, which is this. I don't have to perform this procedure at all wherein I get my 5 in 0th location. I already have it. So the only flip I do is the entire flip. The only flip I do is the entire flip. Basically, I flip in all the elements in the array. So that's how I get my 4 in the last, basically the last index, which is the third index. Now I know that 4 is sorted. I'll pop my 4 out, and now my A consists of only 1, 3, 2. These are the only elements which I'm supposed to sort because 5 and 4 I've already sorted. Now the approach again I take is, what is my length of array? It is 3. And what is the largest element in here? It is 3. What am I supposed to do? I need to get my 3 in my last index because that's the sorted version and my aim is to get the sorted version. So again, I'll get my 3 over here. How do I do that? Right now, my 3 is not in the 0th location. So how do I get my 3 in the 0th location? I only flip these two elements. So did you see that? I am flipping these two elements. And now once I have 3 in my 0th location, I'll flip the entire thing over here. I'll flip the entire thing over here. And now I know my 3 is sorted. In sorted version, I know 3 has to be in the third position and basically second index. I have my sorted version in place. So I don't have to worry about 3. I'll just pop it out. I'll just pop the 3. Now the only elements I have in A is 2 and 1. So how do I process that? Uh, I need I know that for a sorted version to be, I need 2 over here and not 1. Right now it's 1. So I need to take some actions. For that to happen, I need to in the zeroth location. Do we have to do in the zeroth location? Yes, we have to in the zeroth location. So I don't have to perform this task over here. Basically this task. I don't need to get my 2 in the zeroth location because I already have it. The only flip I do is this. Now this is the algorithm which I have built. But what do we want at the end of the day? What are we expected to perform? What are we expected to return? We are supposed to return the number of flips we do. So let's just write what are the number of flips did I do. So for an array here, what are the number of flips did I do? The first thing is the first flip I performed is I got my 5 in the zeroth location. And how many number of flips for those? It was 4, right? It included 2, 3, 1, 5. How many number of elements did it include? It include 4. So I'll write 4. And now again, I have 5 in my zeroth location. What are the number of flips did I do to get my 5 in the last position, which is the sorted position? How many flips did I perform? I performed 5 flips. Correct. And now for the second, now I've popped 5 out of my A, and only elements I have is 4, 2, 3, 1. What are the flips am I supposed to perform? Do I have 4 in my zeroth location? Yes, I have 4 in my zeroth location. What are the flips I performed over here? Only the nth flip, basically the length of array flips. 4, 2, 3, 1, which included 4, 2, 3, 1. That's it. And here, how many flips did I perform? I performed 2 flips. One was to get my 3 in zeroth location, and one was to put my 3 in the sorted position. Basically, 2 flips and 3 flips, the length of array flips. After that is done, for 2 and 1, how many number of flips did I perform? I performed only 2 flips. 2 number of flips basically. 2 was already in my zeroth location. I don't need to get my 2 in zeroth location, so I performed only 2. So these are the flips I performed to get from the sorted version to the to get from the input array to the sorted version. So these are the number of flips I perform. Are they less than 40? Are they less than 50? Yes, they are less than 50. Why do I say that? Because we have a constraint. We cannot have number of flips which are greater than 10 times a of length. What is my a of length over here? It's 5, and 10 times 5 is 50. Do it exceed 50? No, it does not. So this is the valid solution I have. Now to implement this solution, I'll get back to my board. So let's build up the solution. So as I told you, you can have a situation wherein you have the arrays to be sorted. In that case, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to return an empty array. So first initiate our R. What is R? R is the number of flip arrays which we will return. So we'll name it as R. R is this. If sorted, basically when my array is sorted, what am I supposed to do? I have to return just the empty array, which is R. In the else part, up and until I have elements in A, we are always popping out elements. Whenever they are sorted, we are popping out element. 5 is sorted, we popped it out. 4 is sorted, we popped it out, and accordingly. So I'll continue my array up until I have elements in A. So while A. This is done. Now, what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to find where my largest element which is present in the array. Now, since I have this in place, now what am I supposed to check is if my length of the array, which is 5, and my 5 is my 5 already present in the last place, in the last index. If it is, then I don't have to even touch that array. I just have to pop that array. Basically, what I mean to say is if I already have 4, 2, 3, 1, 5 as an input array, I don't have to sort 5 because I already have fifth sorted. What is the condition that I'll check over here is if my a, that is the last position, is equals to length of my array, then I'm not even supposed to do anything. If only, then I'm supposed to skip. I'm only supposed to manipulate the array once I know that my last element in an array is not length of an array. So if it's not equal to, then only I'll perform the sorting task. So if it's this, what is the first thing that I'm supposed to do is I need to find the index of my I need to find the index of the largest element. If it's not to be present in the last, where is it? So index dot h length of an largest array, largest number, which is the length of the array. Where is it? If it is in the zeroth position, like I told you over here, if it is in the zeroth position, I don't have to perform the in between flips that I did over here to get my 5 in the zeroth location. I don't have to perform that. I already have the integer in the zeroth location. I don't have to do anything. The only thing I did over here is I flipped the entire array, which is a is equals to, how do we flip in Python? This is the syntax. That I am placing it in the right position. If it's not in the zeroth location, what am I supposed to do? I need to bring it to that zeroth location. How for a fact that m has the index of that integer which I'm placing in the right direction? How do I flip only that part? It is done like this. A is flip m plus 1 and reverse it. Basically, when I know for a fact that, for instance, let's just say for 5 we are considering, I know that for 5 my index is suppose 0, 1, 2, 3. The index is 3. I'm only supposed to flip from 0 to 3. Now we know that for 3, the syntax, if I only write m, it will only do from 0 to 2. It won't include m. I need my m to be included. So I did m plus 1. I selected only that portion and then I flipped it around, which is what we see over here. I only 2, 3, 1, 5, and the flipped version is F1, 3, 2. Now I have to take 5. I cannot just leave 4 over there. So what am I supposed to do for that? I'll append the rest, which is A starting from M plus 1. I'll take that A and I'll just append to my existing one, which I did over here. I appended 4 to the flipped version of the prefix array. And then if I brought my 5 to the zeroth location, what am I supposed to do after that? I flipped the entire array. How did I do that? Similar to this. What is the syntax over here? I flipped the entire thing. Yes, this is done. The flipping portion is done. But what I said is, what are we supposed to return at the end of this function? I'm supposed to return this array. Where am I filling the number of flips over here? It's not, right? So we are supposed to flip fill in the number of flips that we do. Here, what are the number of flips I perform? Only length of array. And here, what are the number of flips I performed? There are two flips I performed. One is m plus 1 flip, which is to get my 5 in the 5 only for this instance. You can consider it's generalized. To get my 5 in my zeroth location, that was one flip, which is m plus 1 flip. And the second flip was this thing, to get the entire thing, the n flip, the length n flip. I need to return the array, return the number of flips. That's it. Let's just run this code. Okay. Oh yeah, while selecting the slicing, right? While selecting elements, we can't put double colons. Here, this should be a list. This should be in the list form. Should the brackets will be square brackets and should work. Okay, so the error over here is we are not at all getting out of this loop. How do we get out of this loop? We are supposed to perform a dot pop, because as I told you over here, we need to, if the sorted is done, if the sorting of that element is done, we no longer keep, there's no point in keeping that in our a array list. So we need to pop that element out. Let's just run that code. We are getting the output. Let's just test it for our own test case. What was 23154? Yeah, we're getting the result. It is Four, five, four, two, three. Again, don't worry about the expected thing because, as I told you, it depends on your algorithm. This one is because they have considered this flip even when your integer which is to be sorted is already on the zeroth index. We have taken care of it. If it's in the zeroth index, we flip the entire array. Just try submitting this. Yeah, our solution is accepted. And yeah, that's it, guys. So try commenting below if you have any doubts. I'll clear it out and reach out to you all as much as possible. Thank you for sticking around.